So President Donald Trump has responded to Elon Musk's epic online meltdown as Elon himself begins to regret it. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about President Trump answering a ton of questions about Elon Musk after his epic, ridiculous, crazy online meltdown. Now, before I go any further, I just want to say one thing. I appreciate President Trump for his transparency. If you ask him a question, to give you an answer. And I like that a lot, especially since the other guy, Joe Biden, try asking him one question and see if you get an answer that makes any sense or an answer at all. And if you do get an answer, oftentimes it was scripted. Let's say there's a press conference, right? He'll have an index card in his hand. And on that card, he'll have the reporter's name that he's got a call on. The question the reporter will ask him will be on the card, and so will his answer. All on that card, all scripted, all coordinated like Hollywood. Some are going to say that this is also scripted. Oh, they're playing good cop, bad cop. Elon wants to get back in the left's good graces after all the Tesla fire bombings. Some say that's going on, but I don't really believe that. I don't think you're able to make all this stuff up. I don't really see that happening. And before I go any further into the video in question, let's just show an article right here. You see what it says. Elon Musk deletes tweet claiming Trump was in the Epstein files and first sign of feud de-escalation. Now, this is exactly what I said in the previous video, isn't it? I said he said that whole thing about Trump being in the Epstein files, and that's why I hadn't come out. That's him just lashing out like a jilted ex-lover. You cut a girlfriend off and she don't want to go, or she's upset with you, a combination of the two things. All of a sudden, you're the worst guy in the world. Your mama fat and bald-headed, you're broke, your house stinks, your car is ugly. All that stuff happens after the breakup. It's an emotional reaction. You don't understand how to process your emotions after being jilted, dumped, or whatever. So all you can do is just lash out. This, in my humble opinion, and don't shoot me, the messenger, but this, in my humble opinion, is the attitude of a lot of women, and it's why people, both men and women, don't want a woman to be the president. Okay, that's why. All right, and aside from that sexist thing that I just said to some people, aside from that, Epstein's lawyer came out and said that Trump's not in any kind of way implicated negatively. Of course, there's pictures with him and Epstein. There go Melania, there go Ghislaine Maxwell. There's pictures, but okay. You got a picture of me and the guy. Does that mean that I was on the island? Does that mean that I'm also a predator? Is that what that means? I mean, what's really going on here? Ain't nothing there. The reason why Elon said that is because he was upset. Simple as that. And that's why, in my humble opinion, he's now deleted it. But if you're going to be involved in government, you cannot have these emotional outbursts. That's just not what it should be. But let's keep moving to the actual video of Trump talking about Elon answering a few questions. Of course, this video will be in the description if you want to see it and hear it without my commentary. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
And a good way to save money would be to cancel some of Musk's contracts. How seriously are you considering that?
Well, we'll take a look at everything. I'll look at everything. He's got a lot of money. He gets a lot of subsidy, so we'll take a look at that. Only if it's fair. Only if it's fair for him and for the country. I would certainly think about it. Yeah, but it has to be fair.
Mr. President, would you consider reopening investigations into his companies? There are a bunch of investigations.
I didn't know that they had any, but they had them. I would just let them speak for themselves. I had no idea. Excuse me. I have no idea whether or not they had investigations.
And what's your view on Elon Musk as of today? I mean, have you heard from him at all? As your
Honestly,
team?
I've been so busy working on China, working on Russia, working on Iran, working on so many. I'm not thinking about Elon.
On the China,
You know, I just wish him well. He's,
on the China talks.
On Mr. Musk contracts, do you feel like the U.S. can survive without them? Obviously, you contribute a lot when it comes to defense and space, and that relationship has been important for quite some time.
The U.S. can survive without almost anybody.
And do you,
except me.
did you have any concerns about his drug use when he was working for you?
I don't want to comment on his drug use. I don't know. I don't know what his status.
Now, as far as drug use, they say he's on ketamine a lot. Now, I don't know about that. That's what I'm reading, but I don't know too much about it.
This is, I read an article in the New York Times. I thought it was, frankly, it sounded very unfair to me.
You said earlier today that Mr. Musk had a problem. What did you mean by that? And did you misjudge him by
I
bringing?
don't want to talk about problems. I think that I think the United States had problems, and if you look at the numbers today, the numbers were unbelievable. The numbers were incredible. The numbers that came up today, the stock market went way up. The country's doing really well. Almost, I think, in a very short period of time, you're going to be saying doing better than it's ever done before. We have hundreds of plants coming in, a lot of jobs are being created. That's what happened this morning. You saw the jobs, and the nice part, they're not government jobs. They're jobs of people coming in and doing other things, including the leisure, hotel and leisures. Good stuff. A lot of good things are happening with our country. We're taking in billions of dollars of tariff money. The money is pouring in, and it hasn't even started yet, really, relatively. We're going to have a very successful country very soon, and a very strong bill.
Mr. President, you gave Elon Musk, when he left the White House, a key, symbolically, to the White House, to the administration at large. I think that's what would you like him to give that back?
No, I don't take things back. No,
What about the Tesla?
I gave him a key. He tried very hard. But the Tesla, I haven't thought
What's your
about
on
it.
his work then, as of this point, for the administration? How do you think his Doge did at the end of the day with the savings that?
Oh, I think it helped us a lot. I think it helped our thinking, and it's not finished at all. We've basically taken it over, and we're doing a job. Many of those people remain with us, and they're going to remain with us. They're very good. It's terrific. We saved, hundreds of billions of dollars. It's terrific, and it's going further. I mean, I'd give you the answer actually at the end of 2 years, because a lot of it is out into the future. But it was a big saving and a good mindset.
And what are you going to do about the Tesla? Are you going to keep it, or are you going to?
I haven't thought about it.
Do you have any plans to
I
contact?
hope he does well with Tesla.
Do you have any plans to speak with Mr. Musk? This was one of your closest advisors for
No, I don't
months.
have any plans. Somebody made a mistake. A lot of reporters have been calling me. I didn't call any reporter. A lot of reporters, they asked me the same question. No, I don't. I'm not even thinking about that.
There apparently were these efforts. This is what I read, to bring you and Elon back together. So those efforts where are they?
No, there are efforts. I mean, I've been asked about it, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm really interested in the country and solving problems, including war problems in very far away lands. A lot of people being killed. When I left, we had no problem. We didn't have wars. We defeated ISIS 100%. Iran was broke. There was no Hamas problem. There was no Hezbollah problem. Israel wouldn't have happened, in other words. Russia, Ukraine wouldn't have happened. We had no inflation. And by the way, we have no inflation now. And if we had a good Fed chairman, you would lower rates. And you know what? If inflation happened in a year from now or 2 years, let them raise rates.
There we go. So shout out to President Trump again. Very transparent, answering questions, a thing that Joe Biden could never do. He could never do it. Now, as I close, I want to say this. I think having Elon Musk as part of the government for a short period of time, as a special government employee, was a good thing. I have no regrets. Unfortunately, he could not handle the job being over, and he lashed out emotionally like a jilted ex-lover. But he did good work with Doge, and the work goes on. I know Elon says that the bill is going to wipe away all the Doge savings. That's his opinion. But I think there's still a bunch of money that was saved, and a lot of things that we were doing that we had no idea. All these dead people that are still getting Social Security benefits, all that stuff we were able to uncover, and there's still more work to be done. So I think having Elon as part of the government for a short period of time and a new agency that he created, Doge, I think is a good thing. And it's worth having the fallout and the backlash if it helps the country go forward and remain sovereign and not go bankrupt. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about what Trump said about Elon Musk's meltdown? All the questions that he answered. Were they good responses? Not good responses? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. How you feel about Elon deleting that tweet about Epstein? Why do you think he did that? Because maybe you got a little ringy ding ding on the phone like, hey man, you better go ahead and delete that before you get deported, before you get locked up, maybe big rocks, little rocks. Or did he start to delete things like that tweet because he realized he just went a little bit too far and he let his emotions get the best of him? Look, Elon Musk, really, 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 really smart guy. I will never say that he's not a really smart guy, But just because you're a brilliant person, just because you have a brilliant mind, does not mean that you're perfect. And it does not mean that your emotions cannot get the best of you, which, in my opinion, is exactly what happened here. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.